guys, so today I'm going to do a foundation review in this video and I will be reviewing the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. So if you're interested to see a demo of me using this foundation and also a review on it, then please keep on watching. It's called the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. This is supposedly the most famous foundation in America because one, it is very affordable. I think they are selling it for $5.99 in the US. Plus Wet n Wild claims that they have tested this foundation in different lighting situations and it does not give a flashback. And also it's a very full coverage foundation and all those things make it very famous in the US, and a lot of people and a lot of beauty bloggers rave about this foundation. And this is how the packaging looks like. It is a glass bottle and they have a spatula to apply the foundation. And the smell of this foundation is like thinner or like paint. So if you smell a nail polish remover with a lot of acetone in it, that's how it smells like. It smells quite nasty, to be honest. And this retails for 599 rupees and has 30 ml of product. And I did not buy this foundation when Wet n Wild launched the first time on Nykaa because the shades were too light. So Nykaa just launched 2-3 more shades in the Wet n Wild foundation. And this time when they restocked the foundation shade, they added some darker shades too, and that is why I picked out a foundation shade for me this time, and I picked out the shade Desert Beige, and this is now the darkest shade that is available on Nykaa. Of course, Wet n Wild has such a huge shade range available in America, but in India they haven't launched all the shade yet, and I hope that they do that because we have such an array of skin tones in India. So I just hope that Wet n Wild come up with more shades in India. So before I talk more about this product, let's just try it out and see how it looks on my skin. So yeah guys, we're going to start off with our face. I've already moisturized my face and now I'm going to try out this new product. This is called the Wet n Wild Dewy face primer and it's from their Photofocus range. So I was intrigued into buying this because I have dry skin and I would go for anything that says luminous, glowy or anything like that. So we're going to try this. So I've taken out this much and it looks like a flesh tone kind of primer. So I'm going to start applying it on my T-zone first. It definitely made my skin quite glowy, like I can see my skin glowing a lot in the viewfinder. So now we're going to put on the foundation. I have the shade Desert Beige and this is now the darkest shade that is available on Nykaa. So we're going to try that and let's open it up. So this is how the shade looks and I'm going to just put it all over my face. I'm going to use this flat top brush from Wet n Wild. These all things are newly launched on Nykaa. Definitely stop by nykaa.com and check it out. And we're going to buff this foundation into the skin. You have to work really fast with this foundation because it sets quite quickly, I would say. And it doesn't look like my shade, guys. It's still a smidge lighter to my shade. Oh god. To be honest, I applied a really light layer of this foundation and I tried to buff it as much as possible using this flat top brush. Just a side note, this brush is really great. You should have it. I can feel like it is clinging to my dry patches. Plus this shade is still very light to my skin tone. It is not my best fit shade. I'm a bit afraid to layer the foundation because it's already clinging on to my dry patches, like around my nose and also on the sides of my face. There are some dry patches and it is already clinging to it. I think I can apply it under my eyes maybe. So I'll just apply 1 and 2. I applied another layer under my eyes and I feel that it got blended really easily and somehow it is not clinging to my under eye area, which is great. So let's try it on this under eye area too. That's too much. Okay, so that's how my skin is looking. I've applied 2 layers under my eyes and I've applied a single layer all over my face because I don't want my face to get cakey. And this foundation is definitely clinging on to my dry patches, especially around my nose area. I can see that it's clinging on to that area. So I don't want to take any chance. What do you guys think? Does it look like my shade? I'm not sure about the shade, guys. Earlier when I was putting it on, it felt like it's very light to my skin tone, but now I feel like it is quite similar to my skin tone. The only thing that I feel that if it had a bit more of yellow tones in the foundation, this would be my perfect match. And I don't feel like going in with a concealer. I feel that it did give me quite a bit coverage under my eyes. If you have too much of dark circle, maybe you need to go for a concealer, but I don't feel like going in with it. And this is just a smidge bit tacky, like it's not too tacky. I think I can go without setting it with powder, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to set it with powder today and see how it wears throughout the day. So yeah, that's how the foundation alone is looking on my face, guys. Just giving you a closer look. So yeah, I'll just complete my face makeup and come right back. So yeah guys, I've just completed my makeup and this is how the foundation is looking after I have completed my face makeup. So I applied my contour, my blush, my highlight on my face, and I did not set my face with a powder. This is how my foundation looks without setting it, and it's been around 3 hours that I have this foundation on. So let's break down this product. So the first thing that I noticed while applying this was that the shade was not quite a match for me. It is kind of a pink undertone and I have a lot of yellow undertones on my skin. So this is a smidge bit lighter to my skin tone. I will definitely try to mix it with my Maybelline foundation, which is in shade Golden Caramel. It is quite a yellow toned foundation shade, and if I mix it with this, maybe it will become a good match for me. But this alone is a bit lighter to my skin tone, plus it has a pink undertone, so it does not suit my skin tone really well. So about the coverage is quite good on this foundation. I applied a single layer on my face. Actually, I did not go for the second layer because when I was applying the first layer, I could see it clinging on to my dry patches. I did apply 2 layers under my eyes and it covered up my under eye circles like anything. It was pretty easy to buff the foundation under my eyes, although right now when I look at my eyes, I can see that it has creased just a bit under my eyes. Nothing really big, but it has creased just a bit under my eyes. I think this is a foundation that would be a favorite of any oily skin girl because this has a matte finish, plus it has such a good coverage. So any person who has oily skin can definitely go for this without thinking at all. All the dry skin girls can use this with just 1 layer on their face and without setting it with powder, and it will work fine. When I was applying it, I could see it clinging on to my dry patches. I think you can only use a single layer of this foundation. If you layer it up, it might really emphasize on your dry patches. Also, all the dry skin girls, you have to moisturize your face really well before applying this. This gives a matte finish. I moisturize my face really well before applying this. Plus, I also added the Dewy primer from Wet n Wild. This, guys, is really good. It gives an instant glow to your face wherever you apply it, and when I see it now, I can see a glow, a very subtle glow on my face, especially on my forehead and on my cheeks area. I can see that this has given me a subtle glow from the within kind of look. Plus it did fill up my pores pretty well. I don't see any oil seeping through, so I think this really did the work. This is for 499 rupees and I think this is completely worth it. So my last thoughts on this foundation. Although this is a matte foundation and my skin is pretty dry, I think I can do with only 1 layer of this, and I will definitely buy the darker shade in this once it gets available on Nykaa. If you are a person with my skin tone but has a pink undertone to it, golden beige will suit you like a charm. But if you're a person like me who has warmer undertones, you can wait for the darker shade to launch on Nykaa and skip the shade for now. So yeah guys, that's all about my final thoughts on the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. If you enjoy such kind of foundation first impression / review kind of video, do like this video and comment down below which foundation do you want me to try next, and I'll definitely try it out. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit on that bell icon while subscribing so that you guys get notified whenever I post a new video. And I think that's all for today guys. Till next time, bye.